I'm Charlotte from Bay Leaf Cookery School. Today we're going to make a cauliflower and broccoli gratin. Gratin is just a word that means a dish that has been placed under the grill and has got a browned, possibly slightly crunchy topping. Sometimes you might use breadcrumbs to get the crunchy topping, but in our case we're going to have cheese. This dish is a little bit like a cheats version of cauliflower cheese because it's much quicker. You're just going to make a cheese sauce with some creme fraiche and some cheese, basically. And then we're going to pour it over some cooked vegetables and then you basically stick it under the grill. So what we've got is, you could just use all cauliflower if you like, but I've got a mixture of cauliflower and broccoli because I like them. We've got creme fraiche, which is just slightly somewhere, if you've not used creme fraiche before, it's somewhere in between sort of yogurt or sour cream. In fact, you could use both yogurt or sour cream if you don't have creme fraiche in. You can also get a half fat creme fraiche, which works just as well if you wanted to use that and cut down on your fat intake. And cheese. This is mature cheddar, which I've grated. I've probably got about 70 or 80 grams. Most of this is going to go in a cheese sauce, and then to make the gratin, cheese on top. I'm saving a little bit for that. A little bit of salt and pepper, and that's it. So I'm going to get started by chopping up the cauliflower and the broccoli. What we're doing is cutting this broccoli head into florets, which are basically separating these little stalks. I've got about 250 grams, I think, of both broccoli and cauliflower. All I'm doing is cutting it away from the stalk, really. Just going to chop all of these off. Give that to the guinea pigs later. Get rid of the leafy bits, we don't want those. And just maybe cut them to that sort of size. That's what I'm going for, small florets. If you like bigger chunks, by all means leave them a bit bigger. They'll just take ever so slightly longer to cook. So chop all of these up. I'm going to do the same with the cauliflower, and I'm going to put all of it in my steamer pan. In it goes. I'll do the cauliflower now. So, as you can see, I've got all my broccoli and cauliflower in my steamer basket. I'm going to put some boiling water in, put the lid on and leave those to steam for about 5 or 6 minutes. They should be starting to go ever so slightly soft, which is what we want. Don't overcook broccoli and cauliflower because it's horrible, turns to mush. If you've gone for slightly larger florets, you will need to cook it for slightly longer, maybe 7 or 8 minutes. If you don't have a steamer basket, you can microwave your vegetables, put them in a bowl like this, put about a cupful of, a small glass full of water in the bottom, put a lid on here like a plate would do, or some cling film, put it in a microwave on high for, again, 5 or 6 minutes. Just test it, make sure it's not gone too soft. If you don't have a microwave, you can always boil the vegetables. You don't need a steamer basket, just put them straight in a pan of boiling water. And again, they take about 5 or 6 minutes, depending on the size of your florets. Okay, I'm going to go and steam these now, and I'll be back to make the sauce in a minute. Right, now that I've steamed my vegetables, I am going to make the cheesy sauce to put on them. I've also remembered that I didn't mention this at the beginning, but I'm going to use some chives, because that adds a nice little oniony flavour. Don't worry if you haven't got chives, just leave them out, but just a little handful of chives are going in. So I'm going to start with creme fraiche. You need about 100 ml. This pot is 300, so I'm going to use a third. I'm not going to bother weighing it, I'm just going to put approximately a third of a pot. That'll probably do. Yeah, there we go. Give it a little stir to soften it up. Then I'm going to put 50 grams or so of mature cheddar. You could use any cheese you like, but mature cheddar gives it a bit more flavour. So I'm saving a little bit for the top. That's probably about 50 grams. Stir that in. There we go. And then, using my magic herb scissors, obviously you don't have to use these, but I just like them. I'm gonna chop my chives in. I'm not going to put any salt in actually, because cheese can be quite salty anyway. I think that will do. There's long bits in there, put those out. Stir that in. And now all I need to do is mix my vegetables into the cheesy sauce. Should be cool enough to handle now. Chuck those in, give them a stir. A bit more. I don't want to break the vegetables, so I'm trying not to stir too hard. Just want everything covered with the cheesy sauce. That's nearly done. A little bit of cheese sauce on all the bits is what we're aiming for. I think that's that. And all we need to do now is put it in a oven-proof dish. I think that one is probably the right size. Scoop it in like that. Use a spatula to get all that lovely sauce out. Just don't want to waste any. Spread it out so it's sort of even thickness. There we go. I'm going to spread some cheese on the top, or sprinkle cheese over the top. Trying to get it nice and even. If you like loads of cheese, put loads of cheese on. It's entirely up to you. So that's my cheese layer. That's it, finished pretty much. Just need to stick it under the grill. I've heated the grill up to 275 degrees, which is pretty much as hot as my grill would go. You're not really cooking the dish, because obviously we've already cooked the vegetables. The creme fraiche doesn't need cooking. Really, we just want that cheese to go golden and bubbly on the top. So I'll see how long it takes, and I will let you know in a second. All right. So here is my broccoli and cauliflower gratin. As you can see, it's kind of browned on the top. This took 10 minutes under my hot grill. You do have to keep an eye on it for the last couple of minutes, because it can go from sort of lovely and golden to quite black in the blink of an eye. So don't overcook it. And you can see that the cheese has gone sort of slightly bubbly and brown on top. And it's delicious. This I would probably eat with some lovely crusty white bread, or and a little bit of salad maybe on the side, or I'd have it alongside, if it wasn't quite so hot, I'd have it alongside something like sausages, because that'd be really, really nice little side dish. So there we go, super easy, super quick, few ingredients, mix them together, bang it under the grill, couldn't really be easier.